What is the structure of DNA and how DNA is made up from nucleotide? And what is the Watson and Crick model of DNA? How the Chargaff's rules mention the DNA structure. These different things we are going to discuss inside this video. If you are new in my channel, please subscribe my channel because already I have shared one video about the nucleotide formation. If you understand a nucleotide structure, then the structure of DNA you can easily understand. So let's get started today's video. First we will discuss what is DNA. DNA is a deoxyribonucleic acid present inside the nucleus. Inside the nucleus there is a nucleic acid. In that nucleic acid chromosomes are present, and inside the chromosomes DNA is present. So inside the cells, nucleic acid, nucleus, in that nucleus nucleic acid and inside the chromosomes the DNA is present. The structure of DNA is like staircase. You all of know how the staircase is. So the stairs and the handles of that staircase is made up from nucleotides. So DNA are a polymers and they are made up from nucleotides monomers. When many monomers are connected together, then the DNA structure form. You know how the carbohydrates form, they are made up from amino acid. Like that, same the nucleotides combine together and then the DNA formation takes place. DNA consists of two polynucleotide chains. That chains are coiled together and form a double helix. That structure is known as a DNA. So DNA is a polymer and they are present inside the nucleus, inside the chromosomes, and they are consist of two polynucleotides chain. So let's see how they are made up from nucleotides. The structure of DNA and the Watson and Crick model is same because the structure of DNA is proposed by Watson and Crick. These are the two scientists. They proposed the structure of DNA. Before that, there was only a imagination that DNA is a very complicated structure. They are made up from many nitrogenous base, but the actual structure is proposed by Watson and Crick model. Hence if you have question in exam, explain the structure of DNA, that time you have to mention the Watson and Crick model. So Watson and Crick model is actually defined or actually they actually mention the structure of DNA. So let's see how they are explaining the structure of DNA. DNA is a polymer and they are made up from monomers. We have discussed in last video what is nucleotides and how nucleotides are formed. So we will here only discuss about the structure of DNA. In this video I have made two parts. In that I have explained the outer surface of DNA and the inner structure of DNA. So you can easily understand the structure of DNA. So DNA are made up from nucleotides, and nucleotides are mainly made up from three parts, that is sugar, phosphate and nitrogenous base. So according to Watson and Crick, they say that the outer layer, that is outer vertical line, they are made up from phosphate and sugar, while the inner part is made up from nitrogenous base. So we will discuss firstly the outer surface, that is the outer layer, how the outer structure is made up of DNA. Sugar and phosphate backbone. The DNA is made up of two nucleotides. You can see in the diagram, this is the one and this is the second polynucleotide chains. That polynucleotide chains have two ends. One is a 3' and the second is the 5' ends. When these two nucleotides chains are hold together, they are anti-parallelly hold together. Means the 3' end of one nucleotide is attached to 5' end of second nucleotide. Here you can see 5' and 3' means they both are anti-parallelly. 3' is a hydroxyl group present in 3' group, and the phosphate group present at the 5' end. Here is a hydroxyl group and here is a 5' is a phosphate group. They form a sugar phosphate bond, means the sugar group of 3' and the phosphate group of 5' combines and they form a sugar phosphate bond. That bond may be alternate, the phosphate of second and the sugar group of first, or sometimes maybe phosphate from first chain and the sugar from second chains, and they form a backbone. That backbone is known as a sugar phosphate backbone, which is very important to give a shape of DNA. So this is about the outer vertical line. We are discussing about the vertical lines, means the outer structure of DNA is made up from sugar and phosphate. They having two ends. Polynucleotides have two ends, 3' and 5 ends. Okay, they are anti-parallelly runs and form a sugar phosphate backbone. Now we will see about the nucleotide base. The inner structure of DNA is made up from nitrogenous base. Nitrogenous base means what? There are 4 nitrogenous bases, adenine and guanine, though both are purines, cytosine and thymine, these are pyrimidines. The structure of adenine and cytosine, thymine and guanine, I have explained this in last video, so please go through that also. We have abbreviated here adenine A, guanine G, thymine T and cytosine C. So let's come to the structure. The inner surface of this DNA structure is made up of these 4 nitrogenous bases, A, C, G, T. You have to remember one thing in mind, that the adenine purine is always combined with thiamines. Purine is always combines with pyrimidine. So adenine is always connected with thiamines and glucamine is directly connected to cytosine. They are alternatively connected to each other, AT and GC. Adenine combines to thiamines and guanine combines to cytosines. Hence, the number of purines is equal to number of pyrimidines. The thiamine and the adenine both are connected by double bonds, and C and G, CG, AT and CG are connected by triple bonds. Here you can see that where is the AT, the double bond, and the GC, the triple bond. Again the adenine and thiamine, we have to double bond. AT is always double bond and GC is always triple bond. So this is a nitrogenous base. It's the nitrogenous base is present inside the DNA structure. So Chargaff's rules, they comply the Chargaff's rule. What Chargaff's rule explain? These rules explain the same. Inside the DNA structure, you should not get confused between that. What is the Chargaff's rule? Chargaff's rule is nothing but is about the internal structure that is related to base. Chargaff's rule says that the number of guanine is equal to number of cytosine and the number of adenine is equal to number of thiamines. Means the total number of pyrimidine and total number of pyrimidine and total number of purine inside the DNA structure is same. There is equal number of adenine and thiamine and guanine and cytosine. So let's see how the helix structure formation occurs from the phosphate base and nitrogenous base. Here is a helical structure of DNA. The two chains are coiled together and hence they form a coils, that is helix. That helix also form a grooves when they are arranged in a spatial arrangement, there is a formation of grooves. This is known as a grooves. This groove is known as a major grooves and minor grooves. Their major and minor grooves are alternatively present inside the structure of DNA. The DNA structure consists of the distance between that one helix is 35 degree angstrom. I will show the structure in next slide also, so you can take a screenshot and you will get easily understand. This is a one helix. The total distance of this one helix is 35 degree angstrom, and each helix 10 base pair, 10 nitrogenous base pairs are present. Here is 1 2 3, I have mentioned 4 here only. Here 10 bases rings are present, means 20 total nitrogenous base, and distance between these two nitrogenous pairs is 3.4 angstrom. If you can see 3.4 into 10, 34 degree, means the total 10 nitrogenous base present inside the one structure. And this is the helical structure of its form a helix because they are held together by weak thermodynamic bonds and they are coiled to each other, and hence they form a helix. Here you can see the structure in detail. The outer layer is made up of a sugar phosphate bond, while the inner is made up of a nitrogenous base, and each helix have distance 34 degree angstrom, and the difference between distance between two nitrogenous base is 3.4. In this video, I have very simply explained the structure of DNA. I hope you like my video. If you understand the basic concept of DNA, please share my video with your friends and others whoever is required, who is those are not capable to join classes and all. So it will be very helpful for them. And if you like my video, please subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching my video.